Let's speak to our correspondent, Noga Tarnopolsky, to find out more. Noga, what's the latest information that you have about these strikes this Sunday?
The last information that we got, Will, remains what the Israeli army announced as its intention. It said specifically, and this is quite rare during the ceasefire, it did say specifically that it was launching an operation, a counter-terror operation in Gaza. I'm highlighting this because during the period of the ceasefire, we haven't heard much about military operations per se. We've heard about this strike or that strike or a response the Israeli army has said to such and such attack, but rarely have we seen the word operation. So this may be several hours long or even longer. We don't know. I did try and find out what the plans are and didn't get any response. The numbers of the dead are rising. Overnight, we heard 9, then 10, then 11. But I do think it's important to mention that for now, at least, the Hamas Health Ministry that you mentioned have not identified the dead. So on neither side have we heard if the dead are armed militants, are children and women. We don't yet know. So this is very much an event underway, and it should underscore for all of us how fragile this ceasefire is and how, to what an extent, its conditions really have not brought peace and quiet to the residents of the Gaza Strip.
Yeah, and what's a broader context here in regards to that ceasefire agreement? Where do things stand?
I think we have to say right now that things seem to be in a ceasefire stalemate. We're not at war, but the ceasefire, the terms of the ceasefire are not yet moving forward. There are some indications that it might. President Trump has announced the launch of his Board of Peace, a kind of murky group in which he heads, which is supposed to oversee sort of the creation of peace and the beginning of reconstruction in Gaza at a distance. It's still unclear which countries will participate, but the Israelis have announced that they will send the foreign minister to this event. The Saudis seem to be getting cold feet, and the Qataris, Emiratis, Turks, Malaysians, and Indonesians are still expected. The White House is expecting some of these nations to announce how many thousands of troops are going to be handed over to an international force to either keep the peace or monitor security in Gaza. The Israelis are very skeptical about this entire undertaking. Meanwhile, the technocratic new governing body, the Technocratic Committee or Committee of Palestinian Technocrats that is supposed to be administering Gaza in the place of Hamas, has not yet even been allowed into Gaza by Israel and I believe by Egypt. So as you're hearing, we have intense military air activity today in Jerusalem above my post here. And we don't yet see a clear path forward to establish an actual lasting calm in Gaza after the announcement of the ceasefire, which is already 3 months ago.
All right, Noga, thank you very much. Noga Tarnopolsky reporting there.